Have you ever felt a sudden chill, a strange heaviness in the air, or just an unexplainable sense of unease? What if I told you that a simple glass of water might hold the key to understanding these mysterious feelings? It sounds like something out of a movie, but for centuries, cultures all over the world have believed that water has a special ability, the power to detect unseen energies, and perhaps even spirits around us. Today, we're going on a fascinating journey to explore this ancient belief. We'll look at historical traditions, spiritual practices, and even some modern scientific theories that might just shed some light on this incredible idea. Is it just folklore, or is there something more to the story of water as a spiritual detector? Let's dive in and find out. Let's start with the basics. Why water? Water is the essence of life. It makes up about 60% of our bodies and covers over 70% of our planet. In almost every spiritual tradition, water is a symbol of purity, cleansing, and flow. Think about baptisms in Christianity, the holy water of the Ganges River in Hinduism, or the ritual cleansing before prayer in Islam. Water isn't just for drinking, it's seen as a powerful medium for purification and spiritual connection. This idea of cleansing is key. Many believe that just as water can wash away physical dirt, it can also absorb and wash away negative energy. This is where the concept of water as an energy detector begins. The theory is that water is highly sensitive and impressionable. It can supposedly absorb the energetic vibrations of its environment. When negative energy, like sadness, anger, or stress, is present, it disrupts the natural harmonious state of the water. So, how does this work in practice? One of the most common and simple methods people use is the glass of water test. You might have heard of it from a grandparent or seen it online. It's a folk practice that many people swear by. Here's how it's typically done. You take a clear glass, fill it with clean water, and maybe add some sea salt, which is also considered a powerful purifying agent. Then you place this glass under your bed, in the corner of a room, or anywhere you feel a strange or heavy energy. You leave it there overnight. The next morning, you examine the water. According to this belief, if the water is still clear and looks exactly as it did before, the energy in the room is positive and balanced. But if the water has changed, if it looks cloudy, has bubbles, or has a film on top, it's said to have absorbed negative energy from the space. Some people interpret different signs in different ways. For example, lots of small bubbles might suggest energetic interference or stress, while cloudiness could point to a more stagnant, heavy presence. Now, before we go any further, let's address the scientific perspective. A skeptic would rightly point out that there are many logical explanations for these changes. Water evaporates, causing salt to recrystallize. Dust and tiny particles in the air can fall into the glass, making it look cloudy. Temperature changes can cause bubbles to form. From a purely scientific standpoint, there is no verifiable evidence that water can detect negative energy or spirits. But what's fascinating is where science and spirituality might find a little bit of common ground. I'm talking about the work of Dr. Masaru Emoto, a Japanese researcher who conducted experiments on water crystals. Dr. Emoto claimed that human consciousness could affect the molecular structure of water. He would expose water to different words, pictures, or music, then freeze it and examine the ice crystals that formed. According to his findings, water exposed to positive words like love and thank you formed beautiful, complex, and symmetrical snowflake-like crystals. On the other hand, water exposed to negative expressions like I hate you or fear formed distorted, incomplete, and ugly crystals. His photographs are stunning and have captivated people worldwide. They suggest that water is not just a passive substance, but is somehow responsive to the energy and intention directed towards it. Now, it's crucial to mention that Dr. Emoto's work has been heavily criticized by the mainstream scientific community for lacking proper controls and not being reproducible. His experiments are widely considered pseudoscience. However, whether you see his work as science or as art, it presents a powerful metaphor. It encourages us to consider the impact our thoughts and emotions, our own energy, have on the world around us, and even on the water within our own bodies. If our intentions can, metaphorically or literally, change the structure of water in a glass, imagine what our collective thoughts and feelings are doing to the environment and to each other. This brings us back to the personal level. Many people who practice the glass of water test don't necessarily see it as a scientific experiment. For them, it's a spiritual ritual. It is a way to engage with their environment on a deeper level and take an active role in cleansing their personal space. When someone finds the water has become cloudy, they don't just panic. The ritual continues. They typically dispose of the water, often by flushing it down the toilet or pouring it onto the earth far from their home, visualizing the negative energy being washed away. Then, they replace it with a fresh glass, repeating the process until the water remains clear. This act can be incredibly empowering. It provides a sense of control and a tangible way to address feelings of anxiety or unease that are otherwise invisible. It becomes a form of mindfulness. By focusing on clearing the energy in your home, you are also prompted to look inward. What's causing this negative energy? Is it stress from work, a conflict with a loved one, or just a general feeling of being overwhelmed? The water ritual can act as a catalyst for self-reflection and positive change. It encourages you to address the root causes of negativity in your life, whether you believe they are internal or external. Beyond the simple glass of water test, this belief extends to our own bodies. Since we are mostly water, the idea is that we are constantly absorbing the energies around us. Have you ever walked into a room where people were just arguing and immediately felt tense, even if you didn't hear a word? Or have you ever felt instantly uplifted and happy around a joyful person? Spiritual believers would say this is your own body water, reacting to the energetic vibrations in your environment. You are, in essence, a walking, talking energy detector. This is why practices like spending time near natural bodies of water, like the ocean, a lake, or a river, are so universally calming. The vastness and constant motion of the water are believed to have a powerful cleansing effect on our own energy fields. A swim in the ocean, or even just the sound of waves crashing on the shore, can feel like a complete energetic reset. So what can we take away from all this? Whether you're a firm believer, a curious skeptic, or somewhere in between, there's a valuable lesson here. The belief that water can detect negative energy is a powerful reminder of our connection to our environment and the importance of maintaining a positive mindset. It encourages us to be mindful of the energy we put out into the world and the energy we allow into our personal space. Maybe you want to try the glass of water test yourself. See it as an experiment in mindfulness. Place a glass of water in your room tonight. In the morning, take a look. Regardless of what you see, use it as a moment to check in with yourself. How do you feel? Is your space calm and restful? Is there anything you can do to bring more positive energy into your life? Perhaps that means decluttering your room, listening to uplifting music, or taking a few deep breaths to release stress. The true power of this belief may not lie in scientific proof, but in the positive actions it inspires. It encourages us to actively create a harmonious environment for ourselves, both inside and out. It's a beautiful tradition that connects us to the wisdom of our ancestors and the profound, life-giving properties of water. Thank you so much for joining me on this exploration today. It's a topic that really bridges the gap between the world we can see and the world we can feel. What do you think? Have you ever tried this or a similar practice? Share your experiences and thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to read them. And if you enjoyed this video and want to explore more fascinating topics like this one, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next adventure. Until next time, stay curious and stay positive.